Hi, welcome back to It's Whatever, right? I'm your host, Jed. You guys know the drill. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new and go check out my new Instagram page. It's called The Jen Show. I know that I'm not like the greatest photographer or artist or anything, but I had opened up a new Instagram account, The Jen Show, so you guys can follow me there. That would be fan fucking tastic. Also, I do have a YouTube channel. It's called The Jen Show, obviously. Um, I am trying to post regularly. I kind of suck, but I've always wanted to be one of those like huge time, like Jenna Marbles famous kind of thing, but like maybe not like that famous. But I've always wanted to be like a big time YouTuber. Um, Also, I do have a writing account on Vocal if you guys want to go check that out. I also have a Facebook page called The Jen Show, obviously. I do have an Etsy shop, Jen Moose by Jen. So if you guys want to go check out my art projects and I made some soap, that'd be fantastic. Also, I do have a Facebook page, The Jen Show, where I post everything there, all my content. Speaking of content, I do have a Patreon where I post secret podcasts where nobody else gets to listen to, hence the word secret. I also post some of my writing there, some videos, some photography, or for Instagram or Etsy gets to see it all. But, anyways, let's get on with the show, with today's podcast. I don't even have like a topic to today's podcast really, mostly because this year has been a fucking shit show. I don't even know where to begin with 2020 even starting. It's supposed to be like a new decade, new year, new everybody. I had like so many goals for this year, to which some of them's like, eh. I'm hoping that I am able, I live in Canada, duh, um, to go to the East Coast. I'm in Ontario, so I'm hoping to go like the East Coast, like Nova Scotia, New Brunswick area. I highly doubt I'll get to PEI, but me and my puppy are planning on going. He's not really a puppy. He'll be 11 the day that we are leaving to go to the East Coast, which is very exciting because I haven't been to the East Coast before, and I wanted to take my poor puppy out there too, because I think it would be like something cool. I know he's a dog, but I think it would be something cool to do, just to like get out. You know what I mean? But so far in our shit show of a fucking year, we've had Kobe Bryant die in a helicopter crash. We've had um, forest fires in Australia, and we've had coronavirus, and like I don't even know how to like bring this up because it's like I don't know if this podcast should be very long today. But basically it's more like a rant. I don't even know, like, excuse my language today. I don't even know how to even like talk about this. Um, because we are in the year 2020, and we, with everything that's been happening already this year, we are still dealing with racism. Like, I try not to be like the content creator and bringing up like racism, but I I think it's like really fucking disgusting of what is happening. Um, I don't really want to go into like depth of it, but I have people who disagree with the protests. Like they understand like the cause behind it of what happened um, to George Floyd, um, but they don't feel like the protests will do anything. But in my opinion, um, I don't really care about your opinion. Well, I do. Your opinion does matter to me, but at the end of the day, I think that yes, protest all you want, because what happened in May to George Floyd, was unacceptable. Police are supposed to be there to protect you. They're supposed to help you. They're supposed to bring peace to the community, not destroy it. You know what I mean? They're supposed to, like, they were called because there was an incident with a stupid fucking dollar bill, because like it was stupid of why they came, and it got out of control. And it started because somebody called the police stating, I seen like one video. So if you're listening to this on YouTube, comment down below, because I am all for discussions, debates, and everything else. Um, so please correct me if I am wrong, if I am saying anything incorrectly of what happened. Um, I've got all of my information from listening to the radio, and I did watch a video of what happened, but that was just like one video. But basically, he went in for to buy like a pack of cigarettes or something, and went back to his car, and the people who worked at the corner store had, like I said, if there's like a problem with like this my version of like the story that I have heard and seen, please comment down below. Because I don't want to like get facts incorrect, but this is just like the facts that I had found. Basically, he went in for a pack of cigarettes. He went back to his car to have like a cigarette or something. And the people came to his car, like who work in the store, asked for the cigarettes back, because, or like a new 20 or something, because the 20 was a phony or something, and he refused. And then the cops were called saying that he was intoxicated, like drunk or something. And then the cops came assuming that he was intoxicated, but which is wrong. They shouldn't have. Maybe I don't know if he was drunk or not, but according to the autopsy, he wasn't. But I wasn't physically there, so I don't know like the whole story. But when the police got there, as like, I can see like in the video, sorry, where he wasn't like really refusing anything, and the police practically manhandled him out of the vehicle, and he wasn't resisting arrest at all, and the way that like, he got treated and stuff was like inappropriate. um they should have realized, because to be a police officer, you have to be like, you're specially trained, so you should know this by now. You know what I mean? So like the way that it was handled, it was just, no, it was not good at all. I can't even like think of the words. But I am glad and happy that the police officer was charged with murder, second degree murder, but he was still charged. Because just because you are a police officer, or police officer, doesn't make you higher above the law. You were supposed to protect everybody. Like, there was really no, like, you had no right to murder somebody because he was cooperating. His hands were handcuffed behind his back, and none of the other citizens can do anything to the police officer um, to help him, because then unfortunately you also get charged because you assaulted a police officer, which is fucking bullshit. And it's even more bullshit on how the other police officers just like stood there. But in the report that I had like watched in the video, they were fired, which I'm glad. Because like I said, police officers are supposed to protect you. They're supposed to help you when you're in danger and you're in need. And other police officers, the good police officers, don't hear it. Um, because it takes like one bad apple to fuck it up for everybody else. But basically, there are a lot of good cops. In just my experience with police officers, I've always had really good experience with police officers. But in general, if there are police officers, I know I'm still new to podcasting, and I don't really have like a huge fan base right now. Like, I don't have like a lot of subscribers, a lot of listeners or viewers. But to the police officers who are listening, thank you, because when I needed you, you were there. There, at the end of the day, police officers are very important. You are very important to each citizen. No matter what some people's opinions are, you are very important. It's just one bad apple that fucks it all up for everybody. But just because there is one bad police officer, as you saw with the poor man, George Floyd, I'm happy that the police officer who was like involved with everything with that case, has been like charged, like in the video that I seen, that he was charged with murder, to which I'm happy. But because you have a badge doesn't mean that you have the right to be above the law. That's not right at all. And that's not why you should be a police officer. But you would think that in the year 2020, we would be over racism. I don't understand what people's problems are with the if you guys have like any opinions or okay, but anyways, you guys, or in general, racism shouldn't be a thing, but it is. We have like way bigger fucking problems in life than to be racist. I know that in my personal life, I have much better things, much more needed things to do than to be racist. I'm on my own track of life. What has happened in some of these people's lives that you have to be so ignorant, so selfish that you have to act that way? What did one bad apple do to you? Like, seriously, it doesn't matter what the color of your skin is. On the inside, we're all the same. Just because you are white, you are black, you are Filipino, you are Pakistani, on the inside, we all have a brain. We all have a heart that beats. We all poop. And we all need to eat. So, we're technically every human being. There are 7 billion people on this fucking planet. We have much better things to do with our lives than to be fucking racist. Like, seriously, like, you have nothing better to do in your entire fucking life? Like, seriously? Like, come on, people. Like, that's just fucking stupid. Don't be a douchebag. Just because something bad has happened to you in your fucking life to make you a miserable bitch does not mean that you have to be a racist asshole. Um, Racism does not need to be a thing, but unfortunately, it is. So we really need to change that. Um, but yeah, that's kind of my rant today. I have more to this rant, but I don't even know how to comprehend any of this. Um, just basically, this year fucking sucks. Um, Between everything, and we really need to. Maybe this is just Mother Nature's way of saying the fuck, you all have issues. Y'all need a timeout. So please, like, as your mothers have said growing up, if you have nothing nice to say, shut the fuck up. You are entitled to your opinion. Everybody's entitled to their own opinion. But it doesn't mean that you need to say your opinion out loud. If you have a problem with somebody, yes, you should, if you have a problem with a certain human being, then confront them. But you don't have to be a royal prick about it. You don't need to be racist. You don't have to be prejudiced or discriminating against any other human being. Because at the end of the day, no human being deserves to be treated like shit. Just because they are a certain gender, a certain race, or about their sexuality. Because at the end of the day, that is none of your business. Who the fuck cares? Also, all those riots and protests that are happening in the States, you have every right to protest. I am sure, don't hate me, and I don't care if you hate me, I am sure that there are nicer, simpler ways to protest. You don't really have to riot, but that's just my personal opinion. That's just my opinion. But I would actually personally riot myself if I do have the chance, but I'm not saying that don't riot because it's wrong. I'm basically saying go for it. Riot all you want because 2020, we all should be on the same page, be moving together as a race, human beings. So, yeah, I'm just gonna leave it like that because I have no words on what to even say today. That's kind of why it's taking me so long to upload this week's podcast. It's 10:25 on Saturday night, and I'm now just recording this podcast because I don't even know what to say today. But yeah, I'm just gonna leave it at like this today. So don't forget to don't forget to share today's podcast so everybody else can share the same experience as you. Don't forget that not every police officer is bad. There are good police officers, and thank you for those police officers who are the good ones. Thank you. And if you are listening to this on YouTube, please feel free to comment your opinion down below. I am more than open to talk and debate about today's podcast. Also, if you guys have any ideas on future podcasts that you guys would like to hear about, you can also comment that down below. To all of my links to all of my um, other content channels and Facebook and Instagram, I will comment that. Excuse me with hiccups. I will make sure that's in the description below. But otherwise, thank you. Bye.